Now the starting lineup for the visiting Cleveland Cavaliers. At forward, Max Strus. At center, Jared Allen. At guard, Darius Garland. At forward, Evan Mobley. At guard, Donovan Mitchell. The head coach of the visiting team, Kenny Atkinson. This is your starting five. At forward, 6'8", number 9, Brendan Woodford. At guard, 6'5", number 1, D'Angelo Russell. At forward, 6'10", number 2, Cam Johnson. At center, 6'11", number 33, Nicholas Claxton. Guard, 6'3", number 24, Cam Thomas.
And a good Thursday evening to you. 2K Sports presents the NBA. Joined by Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge is with us on the sidelines. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Bojan Bogdanovic.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and he hasn't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Mitchell and Strus are your wingmen. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. And it's Garland in at the point guard. And for the Nets, we've got Russell. Nicholas Claxton out there with Trendon Watford. Then there's Cam Thomas. And it's Johnson in at the small forward. And well over halfway into the season now, GA, how much have the rookies changed since the start of the season?
Kevin, most are completely different players, right? The foundation was there, but they know their role on the team, and it's more about refining their game than learning it.
Claxton, nice touch on the back shot.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
And if everything goes to plan, this could be a very fun matchup to watch.
Now, here's Garland. Pass to Mitchell. Mobley outside. Three-pointer. The rebound by Watford. And here are the Nets. Outside Thomas. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. 5 on the clock. Claxton sets the screen for Russell. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
Here's Garland.
Oh, they've got their eyes on him. On the foul right away.
And he draws body contact. Looked like a blocking foul, and he was in the shooting motion. So he'll head to the free throw line. It's on Nick Claxton. Cleveland shooting their first free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
2 shots.
throw good. Garland. GA, you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
So deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that three. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his looks.
And it's a luxury to have a great shooter like him at the line. Very rarely see him miss.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Had a chance to talk with head coach Jordi Fernandez. In front of mine tonight, Jared Allen, the outstanding center. They were telling me how Allen does so much out there, particularly on defense. They said Jared is an incredible rim protector, and when he's on the floor, they'll avoid driving the paint. So Jared Allen looming large down low, guys.
Thanks, David. Here's Allen after D'Angelo Russell's bucket. Mobley kicks to Mitchell. From deep. And that one is off.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
And with that wingspan of Allen, you always have to be aware of where he is because he will block a shot from pretty much anywhere.
Pass to Watford. Back to Thomas. Here's Watford, covered by Mobley. Johnson can't get it to go. Cleveland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. The drive by Mitchell. And here's Garland for three. And another miss by Cleveland.
And sometimes on defense, people just get lucky.
Pass to Watford. Here's Thomas. Puts up a three. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And it's big for Thomas's confidence when he's knocking that down. Keep shooting, young man.
Mobley outside. Strus against Johnson. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
I like the intention, the focus, finding a way to make it work inside.
And a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. Look at Orlando. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
I think for the Cavaliers, they've experimented with a lot of options this season, but at some point you are what you are. And that's a pretty good basketball team moving forward.
Knocks it loose. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
And a chance here to look at the numbers for Darius Garland. First in free throw shooting. And he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates, such an asset.
And it's nice when you have the NBA's best free throw shooter just keep the ball in his hands in clutch situations. He's been completely automatic this season. Up top, Claxton. Allen defending.
On defense, Allen is more than just long arms and height. He has terrific awareness and great hands.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Out to Russell. Claxton, a screen on Garland. Russell, no luck. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Mobley, left side. Banked in off the glass.
Adept at fending off aggressive coverage. Mobley already looking like a vet out there.
Russell passes to Johnson. Back to Russell. That's in there. Johnson with the assist.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Following some ups and downs, Richard, the Brooklyn Nets, and you know this, they're back in rebuild mode.
Yes, unfortunately they are, but fans shouldn't let the word rebuild discouraged them. The Nets still have a ton of solid pieces, and it's just a question of making smart moves from here on out. The floater's an important shot for Mitchell, and he's got it down. He can alter his release any way he needs to.
Pass to Johnson. To the middle. He's looking for Claxton and finds him.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Now, here's Strus. And he hits it to tie the game up. Strus has got 5 now.
Yeah, Garland is good at finding his guys out there. He's selfless with the ball.
And Thomas has it in the corner. Johnson outside. Front past the arc. It's hauled in by the Cavaliers. Last time they met in Cleveland.
Well, last time out, they got the win in large part because of the play of their bench, and they provided a lot of the scoring punch.
And you can tell how important having depth is for them. Sometimes it's the difference between a win and a loss.
Bangs home the trifecta.
Proving how coachable he is. Mobley, this man is building a pretty decent passing game.
Timeout. Jordy Fernandez has called a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about.
Let's go, everyone. I needed to get loud in here for George.
And the Nets making a change here. Bogdanovich is checked in. And then for Cleveland, DeAndre Hunter comes in for Mobley. And it's Ty Jerome in for Mitchell. Now off the inbound. And then Thomas with the dunk.
Thomas is electric. He always makes things happen when he's on the floor.
It's Garland with the ball for the Cavaliers. Pass to Strus. Back to Garland. Allen, a screen on Russell. Lock at 6. A drive by Garland. 2 points. That one goes.
Pretty savvy move there by Garland, making space with that pick and roll.
Nets trail by 3. Bounce pass, Russell. Here's Claxton. Off target from outside. And here's Cleveland. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Jerome. Thomas covering. Pass to Jerome. Allen, a screen on Thomas. Here's Jerome. Johnson with the rebound. Brooklyn's gone, just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. And here's Russell. Claxton with it, guarded by Garland. Takes the turnaround J, and Claxton with a nice bucket inside. Claxton's got 6.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Strus kicks to Hunter. 3-pointer. And it's Russell with the rebound. Brooklyn trailing. Pass to Thomas. For 3. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. He's got 8.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Jerome. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And a chance here now to take a look at the teams that are tops in the league in scoring points off turnovers. The Cavaliers, number 1.
And all those points off turnovers have been a huge bonus. I mean, that aggressive defense has also paid dividends at the offensive end of the floor.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Nets making a change here. Brownie's checked in. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Okoro's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Russell. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Philadelphia.
And he didn't take any plays off at the defensive end. I mean, he wound up with 4 steals on the night. Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Hunter finds Allen. High, arcing shot. Brooklyn with the rebound. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good in that one.
It just seems like the defense wasn't interested. They got away with one.
And if you listen to Cam Johnson talk about shooting, my goodness, RJ, he is a student of the game.
Studies a lot of different shooters, constantly analyzing his own footwork. And you know what? The result speaks for themselves.
Now, here's Garland. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Raptors in Toronto. Bogdanovich wide open. And he's hit from three-point range.
Gotta respect the range of Bogdanovich. Has great shooting form and gets his shot up so quickly.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
All right, fans. It's time to dance.
So for the Nets, Williams comes in for Thomas. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for D'Angelo Russell. Cleveland also making some changes. Evan Mobley's checked in for Allen. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Garland. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off the loss to the Raptors. Here's Jerome. He's guarded by Melton. With the teardrop, and he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
There is no quit in Donovan Mitchell and one.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Brooklyn?
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
We talked about the guys who play bigger than their listed size, and Donovan Mitchell is at the top of that list.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Brooklyn Nets wasted no time hiring their next coach, Jordi Fernandez, shortly after the conclusion of last season. Despite his youth, Fernandez has been on the rise after stops as an assistant with the Kings, Nuggets, and Cavs, as well as coaching the Canadian national team. Kevin?
DA, we've been talking about Jordi Fernandez for a long time. Now his big break, and I'm very happy. I know we all are for Coach Fernandez. Hey, David, thank you. Now Williams, following DeAndre Hunter's three-point attempt. Gets it to go. That one good for Melton.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Last 2 minutes to play. First quarter.
Here's Jerome. He's guarded by Melton. Pass to Hunter. Now Mobley. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Nailed from three-point land. Mitchell's got it all tied up now for Cleveland. 1:39 left in the first quarter of the game. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Here's Mobley. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
He's just so mobile and agile for his size. You don't see a lot of players like him. So Mobley, he always just gets defenders to foul him.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
An 85% mark from the line. There aren't too many players in the league who are going to sport a much better percentage.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
And the future is bright for Mobley. He is a big man who possesses the whole package.
The Nets making a switch here. Wilson's checked in. And both free throws good for Mobley.
Some big guys struggle at the line, not him. He's put in the work to defy that assumption.
Melton passes to Williams. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Covered by Okoro. Count it. Bogdanovich has got 5 points so far.
Yeah, Bogdanovich, a high percentage scorer, an efficient shooter, and he loves that mid-range area.
Pass to Hunter. Mobley sets the pick for Hunter. Fires from the line. Looks a big high bounce and goes in. And the Cavaliers lead by 2.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's coming off a 28-point game against Toronto.
And also 3 steals, so he showed some grit and determination on the defensive side.
Now here's Williams. After the miss from Evan Mobley. Pass to Melton. From downtown, Hunter grabs the miss. The Cavaliers shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. Mitchell against Melton. Mitchell outside. And it's good for 2. He's got 10.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Cleveland.
This game has been all about tenacity for them, getting right in the defense's business and winning trip after trip to the line.
Oh, man, their mid-range jumper also has been on fire. Tough to beat a group of guys shooting with that much confidence.
Cleveland leading by 4. Wilson out there with Trendon Watford. Then it's DeAnthony Melton. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovich. And it's Williams at the 2 spot. So that's the Nets 5. Now here's Mobley. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Raptors in Toronto.
And don't forget about the work he did on the boards. His rebounding was a huge help in that game.
Brooklyn with the ball, following the score by Cleveland. Pass to Wilson. And here's Bogdanovich. Shoots over Okoro. Count it. And the Cavalier lead has been cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Bogdanovich. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA. Sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
Now, Watford, following DeAndre Hunter's 3-point attempt. And here is Mitchell. 10 points for him. To the wing on the left. Here's Jerome. And the 3 off target.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Melton passes to Watford. No good on the 3. And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They lead by 4. The Cavaliers again can't hit. The Nets have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Pass to Watford. Here's Bogdanovich, covered by Hunter. Releases from 15. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Bogdanovich has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Okay, let's throw out the analytics for a moment. When he's taking the mid-range, it's a winning shot.
Mitchell looking it over. There's the 3. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Nets have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. It's tipped. Fast break, here they come. Here's Jerome. Drops in the breakaway layup. Jerome's got his second bucket tonight.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordy Fernandez. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. A different look now for Cleveland. Team Wade, he's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. And it's Sam Merrill in for Okoro. Nets trail by 4. Here's the screen. Bogdanovich left side. Fires from 18. And there's Williams. That's good on the assist from Bogdanovich. Cleveland's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Williams against Mitchell. Pass to Merrill. Fires the 3. Sinks the triple. Merrill's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Loading up to stop Mitchell can lead to big breakdowns defensively.
Richard, something amazing about Donovan Mitchell. He averages over 20 points per game every single season.
Yeah, he is just a natural, talented scorer. He beats you in so many different ways. What I like most about his numbers, they go up in the postseason.
The Cavaliers leading by 5. Mobley the pass to Jerome. Now Wade. Pass to Mobley. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Jerome. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. The Nets have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Here's Williams. The putback. Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Cleveland's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Now here's Mobley. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Mobley's got 6 points.
Oh, he's skinny, but showing some grown man strength there. Evan Mobley knows how to fight through contact.
Hits it from three-point range.
You give a shooter of this caliber that much time to see it out, okay, you're done.
Mobley looking it over. Pass to Jerome. Merrill with the ball. The rebound by Watford. Watford's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Williams passes to Melton. And Mitchell with a clear path to the hoop. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
Oh, he's had that move saved up for a minute. You could tell with that smile on his face, Mitchell making the most of that opportunity.
Awesome rewind, courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Nets trail by 6. Outside, Bogdanovich. Wilson against Wade. Back to Bogdanovich. Just 5 on the clock. And the Nets, another 3.
And Bogdanovich is a consistent shooter from outside. Once he's in rhythm, he's comfortable from firing from beyond.
Here's Jerome. 6 points for him. Wade outside. Stolen by Wilson. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Mitchell. Mobley at the elbow. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. 8 points for Evan Mobley.
Sometimes basketball is a simple game. Get that ball to Evan Mobley inside, and good things will happen.
And there's the call on Ty Jerome.
Team foul.
That's his first foul.
Substitution.
So for the Nets,
On the court.
Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Trendon Watford. And it's Cameron Thomas in for Williams. Then for the Cavaliers, Jared Allen's checked in for Evan Mobley. Max Cruz comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Garland in for Ty Jerome. Cameron Johnson's checked in for Brooklyn. Russell comes in for Milton. Russell against Garland. Inside. It's stolen by Allen. It's Strus on the wing. He's covered by Bogdanovich. Merrill passes to Wade. Now Allen. Wade finds Allen. Lays it up off the glass. Allen's got the lead up to 7 now for the Cavs.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Claxton with it. 14 points from him the last game against Philadelphia.
And he was also went to town on the glass and posed his will, chasing down misses all game long.
Garland against Russell. There's a good screen. The tray. Garland with the bucket. Garland's got 7 points in the game.
For a guard like Garland, hitting threes unlocks the rest of the floor.
Pass to Claxton. Out to Russell. Claxton against Allen. Claxton the pass to Johnson. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Cleveland leading by 8. Outside Garland. Five to shoot. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to go on Bojan Bogdanovich.
Been a scorer since entering into the league. Garland drawing lots of attention.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. First free throw is good. The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
Good on both.
And you know what's so funny is that after his rookie season, there was speculation about Garland's ability, but he has shown continued growth and has worked his way into an all-star.
Now, here is Russell. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Garland with the rebound.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One, they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
And his teammates love this. When Allen is aggressive, trying to score, really puts pressure on the opposing defense.
For Cleveland, they have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9. And the first one at the line is good.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Hunter's checked in for Cleveland. Mitchell comes in for Sam Merrill. He doesn't get the second one.
A pure 5. Jared Allen isn't trying to shoot a bunch of threes. He bangs down low. He rebounds, protects the paint. He is a rare breed.
Watford with it, covered by Hunter. Johnson outside. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Mitchell dishes to Hunter. Pass to Strus. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away. Strus has got the lead up to 13 now for Cleveland. Outside Thomas. To stop the drought. Good D by Mitchell. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Cavaliers. This is the most they've led by 13 points. Garland kicks to Mitchell. Struz a screen on Thomas. The wide open look here for Garland. And a miss there on the triple.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Russell with it. And Allen picks him up defensively. And slam dunk by Watford.
There are the point guard skills of Russell. When he's sharing the run, this offense runs so much smoother.
Garland the pass to Allen. To the inside. Here's Struz. Thomas grabs the rebound. Nets trailed by 11. There's a minute 34 left in the first half. The Nets working the ball around now. Here's Watford. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got 3 assists tonight.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Russell against Garland. Here's Mitchell. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
Right now, this is what you want to see. Mitchell playing without hesitation and just taking quality shots.
Brooklyn's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter. Just 2 of 6 from long range. And good that time. Thomas got 12.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
There's 45 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Allen a screen on Russell. Garland attacking. Hunter on the wing. Mitchell wide open. It's good from long range. He's got 17.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
Back to Russell. A shot. He claims that one off the back iron and down it falls.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Allen with the screen for Mitchell. Baseline try, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Cavaliers lead by 10. Live from Brooklyn, New York, you're watching 2K Sports. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. It's been one outstanding game from Donovan Mitchell.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
The Cavaliers leading by 10. On the court for Cleveland, a loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. At the forward spot, it's Struz and Mobley. And it's Allen in at the center position. And too much time in the lane, they get called for the 3-second violation. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. Russell passes to Thomas. Johnson kicks to Russell. Pass to Thomas. Shot clock at 6. Brooklyn needs to get off the shot here. And Claxton throws it down.
Good to see Thomas give the rock up there. That's the right choice.
Cam Thomas was the 27th pick in the 2021 NBA Draft GA. I think a lot of teams, wouldn't you agree, are regretting passing on him.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to believe that he fell all the way to the end of the first round. Lots of teams would love to have a scorer like him on their roster.
Now here's Johnson. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Thomas. Launches a 3. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Yeah, Thomas is overwhelming the defense with his energy, just attacking over and over again.
Here is Mobley. Back to Garland. And the officials will call the illegal screen.
That's great. Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
Nets trail by 5. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
It's Thomas outside. The Cavaliers pull it in. Mobley's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Allen draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
The size and strength of Allen is sometimes overwhelming for defenses, even when they try to rough him up.
The Cavaliers have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Allen is a monster on the glass and continues to improve as a scorer.
And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Thomas deciding where to go with it. Claxton a screen on Mitchell. And Claxton throws it down.
Not just a scorer, Thomas also shows he's a capable passer.
Allen a screen on Russell. The 3 from Garland. Brooklyn with the rebound. Claxton's got 4 rebounds in this game. Russell against Garland. Russell passes to Thomas. Claxton sets the screen for Thomas. Over Mitchell. Out that one, and the Cleveland lead has been cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Thomas.
Oh, wow. 4 or 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
Garland against Russell. Pass to Strus. Here's the 3. The rebound by the Nets.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
It's Thomas on the wing. Covered by Mitchell. Here's Claxton. Russell from long range. And it's Strus with the rebound. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. They get it back. Mobley misses.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
Johnson kicks to Russell. Down low. Here's Claxton. Evan Mobley with the rebound.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Now, here's Garland. He's got 9. There's the triple. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Nets trailed by 4. Pass to Russell. Johnson outside. This ball movement by Brooklyn. Thomas, that's good.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
All the momentum seems to be running in their favor. They're close to taking the lead.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. You look at the Cavaliers. Right now the 6th best record in the conference, looking to hold on to playoff position and finish the regular season strong. And checking out Brooklyn, not in the same realm right now in terms of their record. Cleveland's gotten off to a very slow start from 3-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Allen outside. Mitchell up top. Thomas covering. Allen. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Over Mitchell. Thomas. That's good. Thomas got 10 points now just in this quarter.
With the ball in his hands, Thomas is crafty moving downhill.
Now Mitchell. He's got 17. Bruce in the corner. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Mitchell's got 3 assists in the game. For Brooklyn, they've gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Here's Claxton. It's stolen by Allen. Now Cleveland moving it up. Strus kicks to Garland. Johnson against Mitchell. Strus in the corner. Just 4 to shoot. Can't hit the corner 3.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Claxton a screen on Mitchell. Johnson for 3. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Here's Garland. 9 points in the game so far. Mitchell outside. Back to Garland. Pass to Strus. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And here's Mitchell from the arc. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
And you got to be right up on Mitchell, or else he will punish you right off the catch.
Thomas gets the bucket.
This is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Allen a screen on Thomas. Mitchell passes to Allen. Second shot opportunity. And finally they hit one. Allen's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Nice job by Allen inside, getting the ball in a good spot and finding a way to execute.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Brooklyn making some changes. Bogdanovich comes in for Cameron Thomas. And it's DeAnthony Melton in for Russell. DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Jerome comes in for Donovan Mitchell. Here's Melton. He'll bring it up for the Nets. And they're off to Philadelphia after this game as they'll take on the 76ers. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Cleveland.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And they've also forced a lot of turnovers, capitalizing and turning those turnovers into points. Way to get after it.
Garland with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovich. Jerome, no good. Nets trailed by 6. And Darius Garland picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Williams is checked in for the Nets.
Now into the lineup for your Nets. Number 43, Zaire Williams.
Melton against Garland. Pass to Bogdanovich. This one for 3. The offensive rebound. Cleveland leading by 6. Strus with it. Back to Hunter. Here's Jerome. He's covered by Bogdanovich. 5 on the clock. Sweet move. And that one is good from Jerome. Jerome's got 8 points. Nets have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Outside Williams. The 3 from Johnson. Good on the triple. Johnson's got his first 3 points in the game.
Look at the release from Johnson, getting that shot off before the defenders can close out.
Pass to Hunter. Puts up a deep 3. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Bogdanovich, no luck. Cavaliers leading. Here's Jerome. 8 points for him. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. The Nets making a switch here. Brownie's checked in. Then for the Cavaliers, Dean Wade comes in for Allen. And it's Okoro in for Max Strus. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Nets trail by 7. And here's Melton. He has 6. Garland with the block. And he recovers it. Hacked and still knocked it down. Nice composure. Brooklyn shooting their first free throw lead. Mitchell, he's checked in for Cleveland.
15 seconds. At the line, D'Anthony Melton. At the line, 1 shot.
Richard, take a look at D'Anthony Melton's game. A combo guard, and size him up for us.
He's one of the combo guards that every team loves to have on their roster. He can hit an open 3, but he can also guard a #1 offensive player on the other end and take the challenge every single night.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's got 20. Pass to Jerome. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hunter with a screen on Melton. Back to Hunter. And it's Melton with the rebound. Melton's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. He's got 12. And Bogdanovich throws it down.
Yeah, the length and height of Bogdanovich is impressive. Outstanding at slamming it down there when he got the chance.
Here's Jerome. Pass to Mitchell. Wade, a screen on Williams. Here's Mitchell. Goes to the reverse layup and clips it in. Mitchell's got 22 points.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. 14 points for him. The 19-foot shot, and the bank shot is good. Bogdanovich has got 4 points this quarter.
And when Bogdanovich has the hot hand, keep getting him the ball. An outstanding scorer who can light you up.
Mitchell passes to Jerome. Hunter with a screen on Melton. Back to Mitchell. There's 57 seconds left to play in the 3rd. And so the ball is out of bounds. Bogdanovich touched it last. Wilson, he's checked in for Johnson.
Number 22, Jalen Wilson.
.55 seconds left in the 3rd.
Nice work there to get a body, seal off his man, and collect the glass. That is textbook.
For the tie. The shot by Wilson, no good. The Cavaliers shooting here about 46% for the game. Wade, a screen on Melton. Jerome passes to Wade. And the 3 ball is good. Wade's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. And it's Wade with the rebound. Hunter finds Mitchell. Stolen by Wilson. And we've watched 3 so far in this one.
The score.
Cavaliers on top, up by 5. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. Williams is out there with the Anthony Melt. Then there's Bojan Bogdanovic, and it's Clowney in center. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
He was solid in the first half from deep. He's a guy who can get hot. Let's see how he does here in the second.
Pass to Mitchell. Steps back and fires, and it falls over the rim and in. Mitchell's got 24.
So prolific. Mitchell's a guy who can put up 50, 60, and he's even proven to put up 70. Sheesh.
Outside Bogdanovic. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And with that 3, his second of the half equaled his total from before the break.
Jerome passes to Mobley. From 6 feet. And such a nice move to make the basket work. And the Cavaliers lead by 3.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Pass to Bogdanovic. Add that basket to his impressive total. Brings him to 10 for 14.
And Bogdanovic, a talented scorer, likes getting involved down low.
Here's Jerome. He's guarded by Melton. For 3. Jerome. No good. The Nets have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the 4th quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. 2nd minute off the clock now in the 4th. 6 to shoot. To the inside. Here's Coney. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down. There is just no way to tell who is going to pull this one out.
When you've had this many lead changes, you're looking to see which one of those plays is going to be a momentum swing.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Wade, he's checked in for DeAndre Hunter. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch Kenny Atkinson's message to his team. With the game in the balance, Coach was calm in the huddle. His main message, execution. He told his team to make sure to remember what they talked about during shoot-around. We've got a great ending in store, guys.
All right, thank you, David. Here's Jerome. Mobley, a screen on Melton. Jerome, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
How about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Now, here's Melton. Lets it go from 14.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
He is totally in the zone, showing his incredible focus when it comes to attacking the glass.
Wilson against Mobley. And Mobley throws it down.
It's just too easy for Mobley. This man, he's quick off the floor. He's got a 7'4" wingspan. Look, this man finishes the way he was built.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. On the wing, Melton. Hangs in midair and converts on the double crunch layup.
Only way he was getting to the hoop was to use the double clutch.
Here's Jerome. And Anthony Melton picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Thomas checked in for Brooklyn.
Now into the lineup for your next number 24.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. Mobley, a screen on Thomas. A clear look for Mitchell. It goes straight through with the swish. Mitchell's got 26.
Perfect use of the pick and roll. Mitchell just taking what the defense gives him.
Now, here's Melton. Guarded closely. It's rebounded by Cleveland. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Okoro dishes to Mitchell. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. When Donovan Mitchell, Greg, is on the floor, he is the offense.
Yeah, and that goes beyond just his ridiculous scoring. It gets overlooked that he's also a skilled passer.
Take a break.
So
Take a break.
one way or another, Mitchell is finding points out there.
And the first one drops.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
And Brooklyn making a change here. And Mitchell drops them both.
We've seen Donovan Mitchell go off. He's gone for 70+ in a game. That is special.
Russell passes to Thomas. The 19-foot shot, good, and the assist goes to Russell. Thomas got 15 points here in the second half.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
Offensive rebound. And another shot. And Mobley lays it in. Mobley's got 6 in the quarter.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
Now, here is Russell. He's tightly guarded. Here's Thomas. Mobley with the block.
Sensational swat from Mobley. I love how hard he goes in the defensive end.
Wade from outside. Brooklyn with the rebound. Claxton's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Outside, Russell. Thomas down low. Covered by Mitchell. Thomas, no good. Cleveland leading by 5. Pass to Jerome. Mitchell outside. 6 on the shot clock. Holds it up there for Mobley. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Yeah, and Mobley's teammates love throwing lobs his way. Why? Because he catches pretty much anything you throw up there.
Here is Russell. And there's the call on Ty Jerome. That'll be his second foul of the game. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He's not taking any chances. He wants to huddle him up right away.
It's time to get excited and get loud. Here they are.
The Nets making a switch here. Watford's checked in. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Jared Allen's checked in for Mobley. Hunter comes in for Isaac Okoro. Sam Merrill, he's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Garland in for Ty Jerome. Cavaliers on D. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. In the corner, it's Hunter. Pass to Allen. And again, it's Cleveland.
Well, after an uneven first half, he's managed to right the ship and get things going.
Here's Watford. Now here's Thomas. Launches it. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Hunter against Johnson. Shot from the top of the key. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Russell passes to Watford. And the Nets miss again.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Garland with it. Pass to Merrill. Shot clock at 6. Allen with a screen for Garland. Over Claxton. The Cavaliers with a new 14. It's good. And the Cavaliers lead by 11.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now, here's Johnson. Watford, that's good.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Here's Merrill following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. Trains it from beyond the arc.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Claxton against Allen. Out that one, and the Cleveland lead has been cut to just 9 on the basket from Claxton. And so Garland will bring it up for the Cavaliers. Allen outside, pass to Hunter, knocked loose, and that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He's still got a good outcome.
Clock at 6. And here is Garland.
One made three for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
The drive by Russell. Yep, it counts.
Love to see D'Lo go on attack, and that puts pressure on the defense.
The Cavaliers leading by 7. Garland, the pass to Hunter. Pass to Merrill. There's the 3. It's hauled in by Claxton. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Russell finds Claxton. Thomas gets a wide open look. Hands it from downtown. And now just a 4-point Cleveland lead. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. He knows every possession is critical now.
Let's hear it. Make some noise.
And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Sam Merrill. Cleveland leading by 4. Now here's Garland. Mobley outside. Back to Garland. The 3, and there's Mobley, and that's good on the assist by Garland. Garland's got 4 assists now tonight. Brooklyn's gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the 4th quarter so far. Russell inside. He's against Allen. Mobley with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Mobley. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Hey, Russell!
Thomas finds Russell. A 3-pointer off the mark. The Cavaliers shooting 55% in the 4th. They are executing late. Give a step back, and the Cavaliers get another bucket right there.
I love seeing guys use the mid-range. Mitchell, that's just some smart basketball.
Russell against Garland. Russell no luck. Cleveland leading by 9. There's a minute 34 left to play here in the fourth. Mobley left side, 6 to shoot. Here's Mitchell. Here's Allen. Tries again. He lays it in. And now an 11-point Cavalier lead.
Look, the offensive glass is all about effort and energy. And Allen, look, he's got plenty of both.
They need this. Russell kicks to Thomas. Pass to Watford. The Nets working the ball around now. Again, Russell missing. Cavaliers shooting straight 49% from the field.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Cavaliers.
The key here, guys, was second chance points.
And they pounded the offensive glass and won the scrambles for loose balls, giving them plenty of added opportunity.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Evan Mobley.
The work he put in on the glass helped shape this game, never taking a play off and closing out a number of possessions.
And both free throws good for Hunter.
An athletic forward with a versatile skill set. Hunter has also proven he can come up big in big moments.
And against the basket, officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. So we'll see D'Angelo Russell go to the line here.
Seconds.
That one on Mobley.
Team seconds. At the line, D'Angelo Russell. At the line 1 time.
And Russell is a shoot-first kind of player, a combo guard who doesn't lack any confidence.
And so Garland will bring it up for Cleveland. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Pass to Hunter. Sinks that one from the post.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And here are the Cavaliers. They're on an 11-3 run right now. Now Mitchell. Pass to Garland. So it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
Yeah, let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. And really an outstanding effort all the way around.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So for our reporter, David Aldridge, and our analysts, Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We thank you for watching tonight's game. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Evan Mobley.